In a world where public transport was almost completely free, one man took it upon himself to explore the railway network of Luxembourg. He went west and did not go to Belgium. He went west again and did not go to Belgium. He went east and did not go to Germany. He went south and did not go to France. He went north, took a bus, and did not go to Belgium. But now, he must finish the job.
This is it, the grand finale. After today, I'll have visited all 66 railway stations in Luxembourg. I'm in Kautenbach, heading off to the last 3 stations of the day, Meerkolz, Paradiso and Wiltz. However, we have a problem. Because of the builders that have taken over Etzelbruck, there are no trains running north of me, and there's no trains running from Kautenbach to these 3 stations either. There's a rail replacement bus service from Etzelbruck to Wiltz, but that's useless for us. And the only other means of getting to these 3 stations is by school bus, which is even more useless. So how do we solve this problem? We're going to go on a hike. We're starting off in Kautenbach by the station, and we're mainly going to be following the railway line where it goes along the Wiltz River. Normally, the hiking routes from Kautenbach to Wiltz go either up there or up there, but that doesn't go to these stations, so instead we're going to go down here. Also, I'm in a valley, so my poor watch can't get a decent GPS signal. That's tragic. It's 10 kilometers from here to Wiltz, so if we play all our cards right, we should reach Wiltz right before the sunset. And I started the journey by going in the wrong direction and ignoring the map. This is a great start. Interesting that we have signs up here in Flemish as well. Probably because we're so close to Belgium. However, we're close to Wallonia, so... Alright, if we wanted to go to Meerkolz village, we would take that path over there. We do not, however. We want to go to Meerkolz station, so we're going to take this path over here. It's a bit difficult to see through the trees, but the railway line that we're following is down there. If you like hills, then this is the trail for you. If you don't, well, get stuffed. At this point, the railway line just crossed the river. It's gonna do that again a couple times along the path, I think. You know, part of me is glad that the line shut down and we have to go for a walk here, because otherwise I wouldn't have had a chance to experience this scenery, because when you're down there in a little railway carriage, all you see is a little bit outside your window, but this, wow. This view here honestly looks like it could be a Windows wallpaper. This place has some hills, believe it or not. Quite a few of the f***ers, actually. And yoink, down the hill you go. We're almost at our first station of the day. It's just down that hill there. Ooh, 4 kilometers already. And here it is. Neckhods. This is quite possibly the shortest train schedule I've seen out of any station. Neckhods, as well as the next station that we're going to visit, Paradiso, are unique because they're the only 2 request stops in Luxembourg. Request stops meaning that unless somebody wants to get on or get off at that station, the train simply won't stop there. It'll drive along the platform very slowly, but it won't stop unless there's someone who specifically asks for it. This is more of a thing in the UK. It's somewhat rare, but not too uncommon. However, in Luxembourg, as far as I can tell, there are only 2 of these. Why am I saying as far as I can tell? I visited basically every other station, so I would know whether they're request stops or not. They're not. So these are the only 2 request stops in Luxembourg. Well, let's proceed on to our next station. If you're wondering why there's an awkward bit of line jutting out from the Northern Line, well, that's because this line actually used to continue up beyond Wiltz into Belgium and over to Bastogne. I'm not quite sure why it was closed down. Future Marks, can you elaborate on that?
No.
Huh. Looks like there used to be a human level crossing, but then they just fenced it off. Interesting. Let's move on. It's difficult to show with a camera just how high these hills are and how deep this valley is.
I'm sorry, my dear.
We're going for an hour. We should probably find somewhere to take a rest break. A rest break? Really? A rest break? Do I even Englishly?
I'll remember.
Oh, ass, I've gone the wrong way. Helps to have a map. You know, it would be helpful if I learned how to look at a fucking map. High quality trail. I mean, it's on OpenStreetMap, so it must be legit. This is how close we can come to the tracks here. Whoa. I hope you're enjoying the lovely sounds of my water bottle in my backpack. Stay hydrated, kids, especially when you're going on a 12-kilometer hike. Let's take a quick rest before we move on because I've been walking pretty much non-stop for an hour and 20 minutes. Alright, let's move.
I'm sorry, my dear.
Station 65. Paradiso.
Here I am again.
Huh. The sign is missing. To be completely honest, I have no idea why that station exists. The only features of note appear to be this building here, a nearby sewage treatment plant, and a scout base, which is just as easily reachable from Wild itself. So it's probably the famous historical reasons, I think. Alright, let's head over to the last station on this project, 66. Oh yeah, and the campsite. A thing that I've been wondering in the production of this series, whole thing, is why am I even doing this? Well, there's a couple reasons. One, I want to explore the country that I've lived in for now 12 years and having barely explored it, especially since in less than a month I'm moving out of here, and it didn't feel right to just leave it without having seen everything it has to offer. Also, I wanted to brush up my video production because I've kind of been letting it go by the wayside. I co-creative directed a short film, but that's about being it. Meanwhile, this has taught me a lot of things about how to produce video of this format well, what works, what doesn't, how to edit things, how not to edit things. Well, also because I'm not a train spotter, just a railway enthusiast. And so I just like seeing all the things that we've seen around. Also, calm. Seeing all the things that I've seen around the country and around the tracks. But mostly for the overriding reason that it's fun. Yeah, that's really just it. So the lesson that we've learned here is do what's fun. If other people are interested in it, they'll watch it. And even though some of my videos only see 6 views in the first 24 hours, that's fine, I'm enjoying it. And those people who do watch them within sometimes an hour of me uploading them and comment already, thank you for that. But even those of you who just wander over every now and again, binge watch them or just watch one video and forget, thank you anyway. It's been a pleasure producing it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it just as much as I enjoyed making it. Now let's head on over to the last station in this project, Wild. It's less than a couple kilometers away, I think. Oh wow. Even at our last station in this entire project, we still get a gloomy underpass. That's almost perfect. Fortunately, there's no ramp stairs here. Uh-oh. Well, only one way over. No. Let's do this sensibly. Oh, shit, my foot's already wet. I'm fine. Wow, I was not expecting that. This is why you check the routes your apps generate for you before you blindly go in following them. Wild. Now just to find the railway station, and then we're done. And some sheep. Definitively concluding that Luxembourg is in fact made in agriculture. fucking hell. And that's it. 66 stations. Filled station. 2 slabs of concrete with a level crossing, as you would expect. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute adventure, somewhat literally, going around the entire country by train and bus and foot. Thank you so much for having stuck through it. Hope you enjoyed this little finale epic thing. And I'll see you next time, whenever that may be.
Brr, brr,